Welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. This is our continuation of finishing up this granny square bucket hat, and we're just finishing up the last few rows of the brim, and we're going to go from there. Glad you're here today. Alright, on the last episode we got through 4 rows out of 7. So I'm just going to keep going. We've gone back to we've thrown in the other purple and pink, and the way this is worked out is we did our granny squares. We did 4 around, 1 on top. We did our joining, and I believe this was single crochet. You can join however you want to join. I wanted this to be a little bit more chunky, so we went with a chunky look. The other one might not be as chunky. I haven't decided what I'm doing with the blue one. And for the brim, your ratio of single crochet around here for your first row is 1 and then 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. So you do 1 single crochet, in the next loop you do 2 single crochet. And then 6 rows of just single crochet. So then it's not wide open and holy. And we are just trying to get through to the end. It buckets up really nicely so far. I wasn't sure if 7 is going to be enough, but looking at it, I think that is actually going to be the magic number, which is weird because I usually don't like odd numbers. And that's a-okay. I mean, who's going to complain about it? Not me. Sorry, I think I just went off camera. Getting right into this whole thing because, yeah, I'm excited. We're near the end of another project. Well, half of it, because I made 2. Well, making 2. I can go back to making my dishcloths and boring stuff like that, but I might make a small one for my youngest daughter. She probably would like one too, but she has quite a few little bucket hats that fit her perfectly and are gorgeous. She's got a little unicorn one, she's got a flower one, and I think she has another flower one. Nice light cottons. So that is not a priority, but for those 2 older, me and my eldest daughter, we do not have anything like this. We have a very thick, bright turquoisey blue rum-based bucket hat that I really don't feel comfortable wearing. It's double lined. One side is solid, the other side has got a rum pattern, which should be fun and everything if you were into drinking, which I'm not, and I don't think my 7-year-old should be wearing a alcohol-based hat. And it's the wrong colors for her. She doesn't like the blues as much as I do. But I wore that hat a little bit last year, and I found it to be very, very, very sweltery. It gave me some heat sickness because it made me extra hot. So that is why bucket hats are a huge priority before it becomes too hot. Just heard my wrist crack. That's pretty nice. That's how you know the crochet is good. So I got the brim from another creator who made a very similar hat, and her brim really suited it, and I'm really excited to incorporate it into what I've already made. And so I will definitely be linking her video. It's nice and easy to follow, and yeah, I have no complaints. She did pretty much the same thing I did, but I didn't watch her video until I got to the brim. So it's not, I mean, it's a granny square. It's pretty straightforward. You can use any granny square you like. You can do circles. You can do whatever. There's a lot of options with this, so it's not like an intellectual property that I'm stealing, and I'm not. And if there's ever a chance that I have accidentally borrowed something from somebody, I'm not trying to steal. I'm so sorry. I'm trying my best to just create without stepping on toes or offending anyone, because that is definitely not my idea of a good time. I just don't have time for that kind of stuff. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, we're going to do the last 2 rows in the yellow, and then check out to see if I have to do the back loop only like I was thinking, to really flip it out. I have a feeling I don't have to. So, I'm going to keep on going, and hopefully I can get it done all in this one video, and then I can take a little bucket hat break, or make the blue one off camera. Because, I mean, how many bucket hats are you going to want to watch me make, right? One should be sufficient. Maybe. Who knows? Oftentimes I just grab whatever is closest to crochet, and I just crochet it while we talk and hang out and think about yarn and yarn accessories and other crafts, because sometimes I do other crafts. Because sometimes my hands don't want to just do crochet, because like this is starting to hurt a little. But it's also because my arm is a little out of place. But when I'm done here, I'll grab my heat bag and massage my neck. It's all good. Don't worry about it. And we'll come around. And I think we're just going to go until this one's done, and then we're going to throw the yellow in. When this finishes, we're not going to do it at the end here, so it's going to end up in a weird spot again. And I'm just going to have to live with that. It is going to make the brim kind of odd, I think. Maybe, maybe not. Because I can feel that knot, but that other one disappeared. So, let's just really pull that up so it's really in there, just like we did with the other one. And come on. Mama needs a new bag. Just kidding. Do I? Nah. That should have been my slip stitch right there. Just to join them. So yeah, it's joining them here. Nice and easy. I don't usually like to use slip stitches to join rounds, but I think it's working for this one. It's not too noticeable. This is 6. And we are doing amazing. I love the color changes. I get to say how it's going to go yellow in a weird spot, because this is what we have left for that. And we're just going to join the yellow after that. And then I'll decide about the back loop only if I want to do that or not. So with the single crochet, that should help block the sun from your eyes. I was thinking about doing double because the double would work up faster, but then I was thinking about all the spaces in between, like in here. The sun will definitely get through to your eyes, and that's kind of part of what I wanted to avoid. I wanted a little bit more coverage on your scalp with your thick hair. That's not as bad because you get a little bit of air holes for breezes. So that should be okay, hopefully. Because like the summers get really, really hot here. We are a destination place where people like to go to get away from it all and enjoy our sunshine and hot weather and da 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 da. But we live here, so it can be overly too much. It's making me consider maybe relocating to somewhere that's a little bit less, but it's getting to a point where is that? Here, even like Siberia's had issues with heat, but I mean, all sorts of reasons why, and I don't want to get into it. I'm not that kind of channel, and it's just random thoughts while I look at my beautiful crochet as I make something too. That is a necessity. A pretty necessity. Okay, we'll be real here. This one's turning out quite pretty. I do like the different colors. At first I was a little iffy about the yellow. The yellow really was kind of like I love it, and at the same time I was kind of nervous about it, but the more I'm looking at this yellow, I really feel that it really brings out the pinks and the purples. So I'll have to look on the color wheel where exactly it is in conjunction with this palette. If it's opposite, then it definitely will be the best for contrast. And it's kind of pale yellow, so it's not going to take over the whole thing, where the brighter yellow definitely would have stolen the show, so to speak. It definitely would be like, yeah, I'm the star here, and you're all my fans. Yeah, you can tell I watch a lot of dramas. Got that main character energy going. Now these I would definitely work up to sell. These would be definitely something I would recommend selling in a hot area. These would definitely go well, especially with the kids and probably adults too. I can see quite a few adults enjoying the throwback to the 90s style. It's part of the reason why I chose it. I didn't really want to do like sun hat, the lady sun hat. I wanted to do something a little more playful. I do want a sun hat, but I need to get the Bag O'Day has a beautiful sun hat she has, and I'd really like to make it, but I don't have the wire she used to hold its shape in the brim, so I've watched that video a couple times now, and yeah, I need to get that, because I don't think I could pull it off any other way. And I do have like jewelry wire, but it's very pliable, and I don't really want to, I just don't feel like that's going to work. So I'll take a look soon enough, possibly for next year. There's a couple of hats I want to make, but I never seem to get around to hats. I'm right into wearables right now, and amigurumis, always the amigurumis, which I'll be finishing up a couple of the birthday ones I didn't finish, and for my son's birthday, Mr. Krabs needs a nose, and I'm stumped on it, and I gotta finish Plankton. The Mr. Krabs nose, it's kind of a crooked deal. It's got like a zigzag in it. I've got the red, finally found the red, but I'm looking at the nose going, ugh. Oh boy. Hell yeah, V. What am I going to do here? So it's kind of it's a bit of a stumper. I did something similar with a Pikachu tail, but it wasn't stuffed, so I don't know. I might have to incorporate that because unfortunately with this pattern, that is one of the pieces that is missing. Most of the pattern's there, and then that is one of the pieces that I'm just kind of left swinging in the wind going, okay, well, time to figure this out. I don't know. I chose to make it. I'm fully aware that they seem to be missing bits and pieces of their patterns, so I'm just going to have to keep on going. And I have the cheetah to do still. But he is super complex, and I'm going to just slow down with him. The next part I'm kind of humming and hawing because it's not making much sense to me, so it's probably what part I'm going to have to take a while to figure it out. And it's just for a tuft of hair, but it's folded and it's weird, and the instructions aren't making sense to my brain, or I'm just not feeling great. Could be a bit of both. Okay, needed a little sip of water. Just want to make all the things, you know what I'm saying? And holy, we made it all the way to the end here. Okay, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is our last one. So I guess we're going to be turning the yellow at a weird spot. Oh well, what are you going to do, right? Don't mess around, come on. Thinking 10 steps ahead and not worrying about what I'm doing right now. So let's concentrate on what we're doing, get back on track. Yeah, I'm not going to have to do the back loop either. Alright. What I might do though is a slip stitch all the way around just to give it that universal for the yellow. Because I have a feeling I'm not going to like how it switches. But I might. Who knows? Let's find out. Here we go. I like how the white has gone into this. This worked out really nice, like this stripe and then this big blotch there. That's not bad at all. And you can hardly tell that it's two different types of variegated, which is great. This is going quite far. That's not bad. Not bad at all. No, oh, we're going to lose the ear and chicken for sure on this one. That's okay. So I'll just switch to the yellow and probably just outline the whole brim with the yellow with a slip stitch, or maybe the back loop only, just to top it, make the top part a little more heavy, so to speak. And that was not in the pattern that I took the brim from. That is me thinking maybe that might work without having to put a wire or anything in it to keep its shape. But of course we want to keep our shape. Coming through again. And around again. Alright, I'm just going to do it now. We're just going to join these two in holy matrimony. By matrimony I mean tying up a nice knot. Should be doing a V and a V. Go up and around, and go around and around. Pull it nice and tight. So I didn't do my other knots like that when I should have. I did old school knots, that's why they were so big. So that was a me thing, not thinking clearly. So don't do that. Do the V ones. They definitely work out smaller and they are very, very strong. I'm just going to keep on coming around the bend. Coming up on our yellow schmellow. And that's looking so good. I know, it seems kind of odd, but it is definitely got a look to it. It's got a style. And I think it's going to work out really, really well. I think the colors I chose are going to, surprisingly, work out quite nicely. So we're going to start seeing our yellow. Now, I'm going to tuck that in there, pull that up. Okay, and then over here, one more time, and actually that should be tighter, just a slight bit tighter. I know, a little slow here, but trying my best to work it in. Yeah, the yellow actually fits the color palette pretty nicely. It's not too intense, and it kind of looks like it should fit in. Yeah, I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Coming around, doing our yellow. Now, I usually really like a bright yellow. I don't know, I've always been attracted to like sunshine yellow, like as bright as possible. Buttercups. Butter. I love butter yellow. I was just recently working, well, not that recently, but like a month ago, a butter yellow from Loops and Threads. And I really liked the color. I put it in my stash where I can see it like all the time because I really enjoy that yellow. And why not? I like my yarns to be where I can see them. I'm actually considering maybe switching where my desk is and moving my yarn over a bit. I don't know yet. Possibly. We'll have to see how I feel about things. It wouldn't take that much effort to do a little bit, but it might be something I might want to do. I don't know yet. Because it might give me that little bit of space that I was kind of hoping for. But who knows? Who knows if I do it or not. I would change up my background a little bit when I'm sitting at the desk because you wouldn't be able to see my bathroom and closet doors anymore. But it wouldn't really be in a different place per se, just kind of shifted. Alright, here we are at the end. We're at the end of my row. Now I'm going to double check to see if I want to do the back loop only, but I don't think I'm going to want to. And I don't know if I actually want to continue doing like the single crochet like I thought. I might actually be super satisfied, and that would be amazing. So I'm going to do a slip stitch right here. Now, if I wanted to do back loop, it would be like that. And like that. Let's do a couple and just see how I feel about that. Nope, hate it. I don't like that at all. Okay. Work that out. Take that out. Take my ring off before it snags everything. And let's take a little peek here. Alright, so that is it. That is all. I know this is a bit of a longer video than I normally like to do. I think this is the right size. I think it's going to work out. Exactly what I was looking for, and I am very pleased. So on that note, thanks for joining me here at All the Crackers in the Box. All that's left on this bad boy is to wash it and crinkle it up and all that good stuff and hide my yarn. Anyways, thanks for joining me here. I'm so glad you came today, and I will see you again very soon.